With a look at traffic, I'm Brad Lovett, and this is Mountain Fun Life. And we've got a nice time to be in the Smoky Mountains, and if you've noticed it being just a little less busy, that's because a lot of the students are back in school. A lot of schools are in session, like Knox County in Tennessee. Also some schools I know about in Georgia, Ohio, and Indiana. So if you're a young couple, you're maybe an empty nester couple, or singles here for a friend's getaway, it's a good time to be here because we have just a few less people and a little less busy on the parkway, but still some slowdowns on 407 at the exit off of I-40 as you come into town and on the parkway, especially peak times. Also, we do have some delays on Dolly Parton Parkway to make note of. And if you're heading into Blount County on 129, we also have some slowdowns there because of construction. Most of that is at night, but some of that is during the midday as well. One trail closure is Trillium Gap Trail, the access to Grotto Falls. That's going to be closed for a while. And I'm Brad Lovett. That's traffic. And I want to remind you also about the best deals. Get your tickets right here from Mountain Fun Life Best Deals at 865-978-1152, 865-978-1152. I'm Brad Lovett, and that's traffic, and this is Morning in the Mountains on Mountain Fun Life.
Mountain Fun Life is your one-stop headquarters for Smokies baseball. The 2019 season is coming to a close, so don't miss a pitch and catch the Smokies at America's friendliest ballpark. Make your plans to join us, and you just might end up on Mountain Fun Life. It's Smokies baseball and Mountain Fun Life, keeping you entertained and aware all year long. Book your 9-inning vacation at SmokiesBaseball.com.
Ceremony for Soaky Mountain Water Park in Sevierville, next to Wilderness at the Smokies. And one of the names that got mentioned during the ceremony is Pro Slide. This is Bruce Chartrand from Ottawa, Canada, who is the project manager for Soaky Mountain. And Bruce, I zoomed in on that shirt because you are the guys who build the actual slides and you understand the technology. We saw some video of slides in action that are going to be here with great names like Hang Tennessee. I mean, come on, that is outstanding. Some of these slides are unique to Soaky Mountain. One has never been built in the world. What's that one?
Correct. Complex one is our Rocket Blast Hydroblast coaster, and the unique twist that we put to this and the ingenuity that ProSlide continues to bring to our clients is we actually put a tornado wave at the end.
Oh my gosh.
Not only are you having a roller coaster effect in the water park on the hydro, but then at the end you're going to drop down the accelerator, come up this wave wall, and come back down and finish.
All right, so you get to play. You're like a kid who gets to play with huge toys.
You know, being in the water park business and the slide business, it's never-ending fun. And,
all right.
You know, that's what it's all about is creating the fun, creating the environment for the customers that are going to have lifelong memories.
Now, Bruce, what do you know about hot weather and water slides in Canada?
Well, you know, it's unique that the water slide companies are in Canada, but, you know, some of our biggest clients are throughout the world.
Of course they are.
Florida being one of our biggest markets for water slides. And, you know, we were there at the start with Disney and Volcano Bay. The water industry back in 1993, when Disney started building theirs, ProSlide was there. And here we are today with all our new innovations and ride experience.
So you guys, I mean, obviously we heard Mayor Robbie Fox say he's got some experience with Dollywood Splash Country.
Correct.
He knows that ProSlide is the best.
Correct.
When you are building this Soaky Mountain, you're taking some existing slides from other parts of the country, renaming them, reimagining them a little bit.
Well, correct. I mean, reimagining, but understand something. As much as our slides are a product that we sell, every slide's unique. The contours are unique, the drops are unique, the effects are unique.
So it's like, if I have a backyard and I want to put a swimming pool in, I don't want to just put a generic pool in. It's got to fit my yard, so you hire a guy to say, well, we're going to build it this shape. That's what's happening here.
That's what's happening here.
All right, so on the simplest of terms, you got to look at the landscape around us and say, well, we're going to fit the contours of the land.
Exactly.
So instead of it being an exact Xerox replica, you got to say, well, I got to put it this turn and that turn, and everything's different.
Correct. In order to enhance the ride effect for the car. So there's a lot that goes into engineering these designs. And again, capitalizing on how can we maximize the ride effect for our car.
And if they're putting $90 million into it, that's why they can say we're going to have a first in the world experience with you guys.
With us, with the hydroblast, it throws you uphill with water. So we have a boat with pockets, and it throws you back up the hill.
Oh my God!
And then you go back down another grade, and again, it throws you back up with water.
So some of these terms are hydroblast, rocket coaster, and then other slides would have what type of inside?
Some of the rides are saucer. We have flying saucer 45, where you come out of a closed tube into this saucer, and it's like a bobsled ride. So you're going to come around, you're going to feel the G's of this flying saucer, and it's going to throw you back into the next closed tube.
Oh my gosh! I read some of them are head first.
Some are head first. Those are rally races. Those would be mat races. Where with the development of our product, we have now sort of like a standing starting platform.
Yeah.
So instead of having to get down into the tub, we actually raise it up, and now it's an easier start for the whole clientele.
And last one I'm going to ask about, Hang 10 SC. Come on.
Yeah.
That's what a great name.
Well, I'm sure they've given that name to our double tornado wave 60 and that's a gravity side
surfing ride.
Well, that's the wave runner.
Okay.
What I'm talking about is our double tornado 60 tornado wave ride.
Okay.
Where we come down off the gravity tower, accelerate into a wave, we go up about 45, 50 feet on this wall with zero gravity, come back down, we'll come out of that, and then we'll go back into another one and go up on the wave again.
You are like a kid in the candy store right now, getting to play in the dirt and build your fantasy land. This is outstanding.
And the bottom line is, you see from the video, you see from the map over here, we're starting with rocks and dirt, and we're going to have a land full of memories.
Bruce Chartrand from ProSlide, Ottawa, Canada, project manager here for Smoky Mountains. You get to live here for a while during all this, right?
Yeah, I'll be here for some time.
Well, welcome, brother. We're happy to have you in Tennessee.
Thank you. It's a great area, and I really enjoy it.
All right. You're watching Morning in the Mountains on Mountain Fun Life.
Hello, Americans. It's Friday, and do you know who said that as his signature on Friday? Robert would know.
Paul Harvey.
Good day. Alrighty. And it is Friday, and you're watching Morning in the Mountains, and this is Mountain Fun Life with nobody here who looks like or sounds like Paul Harvey. But in the meantime, we do have
Kira Cup
and
Robert Albee.
As we get ready for a Friday and some things that are happening around the area in the Great Smoky Mountains. And if you're on vacation here this weekend, we welcome you aboard. Now, I do start things with a human interest story, and that's about a dog named Oreo. And Oreo is reunited with her owner at the Knox County Sheriff's Office thanks to some good Samaritans and one of the animal control officers. Now, Ms. Dove had a dog named Oreo, was taken from Gatlinburg in 2011. Now, Ms. Dove never thought she would see the dog again, according to a release from the Knox County Sheriff's Office. However, because she was a responsible owner and had Oreo microchipped, when officer parents scanned her, all of Ms. Dove's information was right there. And so that was indeed a happy ending. And what would you think if you had been missing your dog, thought it was probably no longer on planet Earth, and all of a sudden you found the dog several years later?
I can't even imagine what that would be like, because I consider my dog to be my son. I love him that much, and if anything was to happen to him, I would only hope that I would get to see him again. So that's awesome that they got reunited like that.
And it was definitely a good thing and a good time. Now, it is August, and it's Celebrate Freedom Month in Pigeon Forge. It's a whole month to honor all the brave men and women who fought and are still fighting for our freedom. And from August 1st through 31st, Pigeon Forge is celebrating freedom fighters, discounts for veterans, current military personnel, police officers, firefighters, paramedics, and emergency medical technicians at many of our businesses and attractions. And all you have to do is present a valid ID at the Pigeon Forge Welcome Center on traffic light number 0 to receive the Celebrate Freedom benefits. Now, a couple things that have happened are going to be happening soon, and that includes the Bubba Fest coming up in Pigeon Forge, a 2019 event be held at the Knoxville Convention Center. Last year, I should say, it was in Pigeon Forge. Burt Reynolds was here, and sadly that was his probably last public appearance, and that was here right after shooting a movie in Knoxville. And it was held at Pigeon Forge last year, but this year the Knoxville Convention Center is going to feature Ian Beatty from Game of Thrones, Doctor Who, and several others as well. Now, we're still talking, folks still talking about the Bigfoot conference we had in Gatlinburg a couple weeks ago.
A Bigfoot conference. Do either of you actually believe in Bigfoot?
I am going to go with no, and the reason being we seem to have the bones of every single species that ever existed.
My brother does.
Uh-huh.
I have a brother who says that he spotted one, actually saw the thing, and it leaped over a fence and ran across his farm and was making a whistling noise. Now, I know my brother pretty well, and I don't think he would make that up. As a matter of fact, some of the authorities were called by tourists who were in some cabins nearby and hearing strange noises too. But some of those noises turned out to be his donkeys. So I'm not going to verify. I'm not going to verify the Bigfoot story. I'll let him. Maybe we need to get him on sometime and talk about that.
I think we should do that, definitely. But anyway, the conference was a success, maybe even too much of a success for what they planned for. 600 people, including Congressman Tim Burchett, and that was held at the Convention Center in Gatlinburg. Cliff Brockman, who hosts Hannibal Planet's Operation Bigfoot, was in attendance and spoke at that packed house. Now, according to the Bigfoot Conference Facebook page, Brockman remarked it was the largest ticketed Bigfoot event ever held, anywhere. And of course, other Bigfoot events include freestanding Bigfoot Museum, and that's located in Blue Ridge, Georgia, and not all that far from here. And also, if you go east of Asheville in early September, they have a Bigfoot festival, which broke all expectations and then some last year, from what I understand. In fact, I was actually in attendance at that event because I have family members who are very much into Bigfoot.
I think that would be a fun event to go to. I don't believe in Bigfoot, but I do believe in people dressing up as Bigfoot and playing pranks on people, because that's something I would do.
Everybody loves a mystery, though. That is the mystery of it. Is he real, he or she, or not? That's the mystery, and who doesn't go after a mystery?
We should start our own legendary character here in this area.
Yes,
I
yes.
don't know what it should be, but it should be something.
Yeah. We'll get my brother's story and let him get the story rolling in this area about the Bigfoot of Sevier County.
Right. Isn't that on one of the attractions over there, come to think of it? No, that's another character.
That's another character from the movie. I forget the name of the movie, but that's
We've got the character in the movie, but we thought we'd bring it up.
Yeah.
All righty. But we do have tickets.
We do here at Mountain Fun Life. We have the best deals. Give us a call at 865-978-1152. That's 865-978-1152. And on one of these tickets I have here, it says, if you were to drive your car to space, it would take about an hour for you to get there.
And where would you go for that attraction?
That is at WonderWorks. They have a bunch of cool facts.
Definitely. And you have been there with our cameras.
I have. It was great.
And a good time. We had a representative here as well speaking. So you can find those past shows, by the way, on our Facebook page from Mountain Fun Life. And for Kara Cup and Robert Ownby, that's our report. I'm Brad Lovett, and this is Morning in the Mountains on Mountain Fun Life.
And one of the great things we can offer you on Mountain Fun Life is discounts on tickets to some of the fantastic attractions that are all throughout the Smoky Mountains and East Tennessee. Well, all you have to do is give a call to Mountain Fun Life's Best Deals at 865-978-1152, 865-978-1152, and save money when you and your family are visiting the Smokies. You're watching Morning in the Mountains on Mountain Fun Life. Hi, I'm Frank Murphy, here with my friend Kay Watson, a former broadcaster yourself.
Long time ago.
Yeah, I watched you.
Long time ago.
I watched you. And you're with Alzheimer's Tennessee, which is a wonderful organization helping those with Alzheimer's and those who care for those with Alzheimer's, specifically in the state of Tennessee. Give me the thumbnail sketch about the Alzheimer's Tennessee mission.
Well, we're an independent, not-for-profit, and so we really focus on Tennessee. We were founded in Tennessee in 1983, so we've been around for a long time. We affiliated with a national organization and then opted through our board of directors several years ago to disaffiliate to make sure all the funds that we raise are reinvested in a way that truly benefits Tennesseans. So we now have offices in Johnson City, Knoxville, Cookeville, Tullahoma, Nashville, and Jackson. So we are statewide, and we are here to help people.
Now, I know the Knoxville office is painted purple.
It is a purple building, and it's very easy to find in the Bearden area if you're familiar with Knoxville. But the Smoky Mountain region is a really big part of what we do. It's one of our hub service areas, and we have caregiver workshops here, just like we do in other regions throughout the state of Tennessee. And so we want to make sure that individuals who are living with this disease, families and friends and people that go to church maybe with someone with Alzheimer's and the related dementias know that they're not alone with this disease. Our mission, our vision is to make Alzheimer's a memory.
And you don't have to think very hard to find someone in your extended circle, whether it be just your Facebook friends or more likely your actual blood family, who's been affected by one of the forms of dementia. I mean, you know, we've talked about, you know, my experience with my mother-in-law and others who have other forms of Alzheimer's. So you are able to raise money through a number of ways, a number of great fun events. And one of those is coming up, and to talk about a connection to the Smoky Mountains, it's an opportunity to get outside and take a walk on a beautiful autumn day. So we're talking about it now, so there's plenty of time to pre-register and plan on joining you in the Smokies on September 21st.
That's right, Saturday, September 21st. So we really aim to reach out to people here in the Smoky region, whether you're in Sevier County, Cocke County, Jefferson County, Hamlin County, Knox County, wherever you are watching, or if you're coming to visit the Smoky Mountain region. We're going to be at the Smoky Stadium. So easy to find.
Yeah, right.
Easy to find.
Exit 407.
And they're a great host site. And if it's a hot, sunny day, we do a lot of our things up under the concourse, so we're in the shade.
Clever.
And the restaurants from this area who come out and have food are just do a great job. So there's all different things to have while you're there. It's pet friendly. So if you have a pet with you, you can bring them with you. There's a few contests for your pets. We're family friendly. Obviously, you're at the ballpark, so there's some fun things to do there. We have live music on a stage on the field.
And prizes.
And prizes.
So if you pre-register for the Smokies Walk to benefit Alzheimer's Tennessee, what do you get?
Well, there's several things you can get. So if you pre-register and you raise $50, you will take home a T-shirt that day.
That's a nice
so
one.
This year our theme is the Tri-Star.
Makes sense.
And we can talk a little bit more about stars in a minute. And then also, if you raise $50, you would get a T-shirt. And the other really neat thing that our friends at Dollywood make possible is that you get a day pass. It's good through the end of the year. So a Dollywood day pass, good for any day through the end of the year, and a T-shirt for a $50 donation.
Cool.
If you raise $100 this year, you would also get a glass picture frame where you can, keep a souvenir,
nice.
a memento of maybe your family comes together to walk in honor or memory of someone. And so you could have that, as a memory there.
Because again, connecting to that theme of memory.
Exactly.
And beautiful.
And then if you raise $200 this year, you would also take home a nice sweatshirt. So
this is high quality stuff. I've seen cheaper sweatshirts on sale at souvenir stores. This is nice.
So we want to give people lots of reasons to come and spend the morning with us. And for a lot of people, as you said, it is personal.
What are the socks for?
The socks are a fundraiser that teams are doing
like
right
the
now
socks.
because we have a lot of our supporters.
I need these. They make us wear orange at work on Fridays.
You can have those.
Well, I'll make a donation.
So the socks are, you can make a donation to teams who may be selling these to raise funds for the walk. And so we sock out Alzheimer's. So we'll have some sock out Alzheimer's days coming up where we want to make sure you wear your socks. So this year we do have the orange and white houndstooth with the state of Tennessee on it. Might be good for some UT football in the fall.
So
also.
on a Saturday in September, you totally want to wear these while you're taking the walk. The Smoky Mountain Walk at Smoky Stadium. All right, you mentioned the star theme, and that's what these are. So we've got stars in our eyes, talking to Kay Watson from Alzheimer's Tennessee. What's the significance?
Well, with Tennessee and with Alzheimer's Tennessee, we honor our Tennessee heritage, and we wanted to do that this year in a way, starting this year. We think this is something we'll carry on in a way that really means something, so we can incorporate the mission. It's a fun event to come to on the 21st of September, but it means so much to everyone.
It's a sad disease, but a fun event.
Yeah, I mean, I have a story with this disease. That's why I got involved. You have a story. I mean, I think most people these days have a story. So we wanted to have a way for people to show their story, and so we have stickers you can put on about why you're there, why you're walking. But also this year, we're going to ask you if you are perhaps a caregiver and involved in helping someone live with this disease. We're going to ask you to raise an orange star to show that you are a part of this disease in that way. If you have been touched by this disease in some way and you are passionate about finding a cure, about investing in research, about advocating for these disease, about providing education in the community, all the things Alzheimer's Tennessee does, by the way, we're going to ask people to raise this purple star. And then we also have a white star. So if you are living with this disease and you want to share that, not everyone does, but if you want to share that, we want to show our support for those people.
Ray Dedrick, who and his beautiful wife T are very vocal and very visible about his struggle.
He has purple hair.
Yeah, she dyes his hair purple.
Because he wants to show his support.
He's amazing.
Yeah.
He is amazing. And I got to tell you, having emceed events like this or attended events like this, when you're in that sea of people and the different stars start going up, it hits you. You realize the scope, the enormity of the fight against Alzheimer's and the people who have been affected by it.
Exactly. So we look at our oranges. There are guiding lights in this disease because they're helping us live with it. So we wanted to bring that into the walk this year and also onto our T-shirts and other ways to remind us that all of us are touched by this disease. And so all of this, by the way, all of this fundraising, and this does start at 9 a.m. on Saturday, September 21st. It's a morning event, so you come at 9. If you pre-registered, you check in, you enjoy the food, enjoy the fun, and then we're going to walk, and our walk is going to end on the Smokies ball field. So you cross home plate and you'll go under a big arch. So that's a neat way and a good picture spot to take as a family or with a group. Maybe you're coming out to honor someone. Maybe maybe a caregiver can't even get away for that morning, but you can come out there to show your support. We have certificates you can take back to share with them.
Sure. So, in this day of social media though too, you could do Facebook Live, you could take pictures and do Snapchat stories, do everything to involve those who can't be there with you. But there's plenty of room at Smokies Baseball Stadium.
Absolutely.
Saturday, September 21st. Online registration is preferred.
It's open, alztennessee.org, alztennessee.org. We've got some great teams here in the Smoky Mountains who have been a part of this and are fundraising.
But if I'm just doing it as an individual, it doesn't matter. I don't have to be part of a team.
No, you do not have to be part of a team.
But I could start a team.
We have actually a young lady out of Newport. She has been our top fundraiser. When I say young lady, she is going on 16.
Whoa.
And she has been doing this for several years with us. Last year, she individually raised over $25,000.
That's amazing.
I mean, she's like,
And this money goes to help caregivers and goes...
We do a lot of work with education in our communities, helping whether you're a caregiver or whether you're a community group that wants to understand how to help loved ones, or perhaps in our long-term care facilities, making sure that they have the best tools and best skills to care for our loved ones. So education is a big part of what we do. Investing in research, we've invested in clinical trials. We're now investing in some interesting research actually at the University of Tennessee, where they are trying to make brain waves stronger. So they're doing some really interesting things there. And then also in advocacy, we work with our state legislators and on the federal level to make sure that we have policies in place that make sense for families with Alzheimer's disease. Also, the federal research funding is crucial because there's a lot we still don't understand about Alzheimer's disease. And so we've been a part of helping to grow those funds.
Search for drug treatments, that's going to be important down the road.
And we need the basic science figured out.
Yes. Kay Watson, thank you so much.
Thank you. Saturday, September 21st.
Yes, the Smoky Mountain Walk to benefit Alzheimer's Tennessee and help eventually find a cure for that dreaded disease. And it's going to be a fun event for the whole family. alztennessee.org. You're watching Morning in the Mountains on Mountain Fun Life. I'm Frank Murphy. We'll be back right after this.
Just like all moms, I'm always concerned about my children's well-being. But sometimes they get sick, sometimes they get hurt. That's why I'm so grateful we have children's hospitals, because when any child needs a miracle, they'll do everything in their power to make one happen, with our support. Please join me in giving sick and injured children every chance to get better. Put your money where the miracles are. Give to your Children's Miracle Network Hospital.
If you're here for the weekend, consider yourself fortunate because we're having some nice weather with a chance of rain. And our weather forecast for the weekend looking about the same as it has all week long. And if you looked at your weather app before you came down or came up, you'll notice we've had temperatures in the 80s with a chance of showers or thunderstorms. Those can pop up almost anywhere in the Smoky Mountains. So be sure you're ready for some rain and even some place to get cool for a few hours during the middle part of the day. Just a bit warm and humid, but still not too bad. Temperatures in the mid-80s. Now, of course, it's a nice weekend to go do some tubing or some rafting. That's a really great way to stay cool, and you can do either one if it's raining. And if it's thundering, of course, they'll close down temporarily, so we don't have to deal with that. But you can definitely raft in the rain over in Hartford or tube up on Little River in the Townsend area. So plenty of great things to do here. But again, temperatures in the 80s. And be sure, of course, to stay hydrated if you're going to be doing some hiking in the national park. And that is a look at the weather. I'm Brad Lovett, and this is Mountain Fun Life's Morning in the Mountains.
Hi, I'm Denny the Bear, and I live here in the Smokies. I've never known any place else, but I just can't imagine that any place else on Earth is as nice as the Smoky Mountains. I play here and hunt here and stay with my mama and my papa, and there's 2 other cubs in our family, and I just love it here, and I enjoy telling everybody, even Robert Ombie over here, although there's not much I can tell him about the Smokies, huh, Robert?
Oh, well, I have lived here all my life. I do know quite a bit about the Smokies, but you know, they are so huge, there's still a lot that I don't know.
Oh, well, I want to tell these people that there's a lot of history to the Smokies, too.
Yes, that's great.
Did you know that a woman was the first settler in the Smoky Mountains?
Oh, yes, I know. I do know that woman, she was an Ogle.
Yes, William Ogle built the cabin, but he didn't live here. He had a heart attack or something and he died. And so his wife and his kids settled in that cabin first. Can you believe that?
I sure can. I think he caught a fever. I don't remember the name of the fever. You see, this woman was Martha Jane Husky Ogle.
Was she a husky woman?
I'm not sure. She probably was. She was a mountain woman.
Oh, yeah, strong. And she had to be to live here, huh, when there was almost nobody else around.
Yes, and her husband had passed away. And her brother and the rest of the family, the kids, came to help her build this cabin. And do you know that woman is, I think she is my 5th great-grandmother.
Really?
Yes.
Oh, my goodness. Well, you have quite a history, too, in your family here in the Smokies.
I sure do.
Well, you know, another place that people may want to look at while they're here is Clingman's Dome. Have you been up there?
Oh, yes. I love it.
It's a little far for me to travel, but I've heard that it's 6,643 feet up in the air. That's high.
It sure is. And the atmosphere, the oxygen level is a little lower there, and you have to breathe a little deeper to get in the amount of oxygen you need.
Oh, yeah, but once you get to the top, there's some 360-degree views of the park.
Yes, and usually on the hottest day, like when it's 85, 90 degrees here in the valley, when you go up there, you need a sweater or something.
Oh, I wouldn't with my fur.
Oh, you wouldn't need that. No, but humans are different now.
Yeah. Well, you know, it's only 25 miles from Cherokee and 22 miles from Gatlinburg. That's not a bad drive to go up and see it.
It is not a bad drive at all. It only takes a few minutes from Pigeon Forge and Gatlinburg, and then getting to hike up to the dome itself, and the view is so beautiful.
Oh. Well, you know, I think you're here also to sing us one of your original songs, aren't you?
Yes, I have written some special songs just in particular for those who live in the park in the Great Smoky Mountains, like yourself and the humans that come to visit.
Yeah,
that might be listening to this.
Does it go like this? On top of Old Lacan.
Oh, no. It's not that. By the way, that's on top of Old Smoky.
Oh, Old Smoky.
That's on top of Old Smoky. But this one is, I see the mountains, and the mountains see me.
Oh.
Isn't that a wonderful thought?
Yes. I want. I'm hyperventilating.
You want to hear the song?
I want to hear it.
You want to hear the song? Okay.
Yeah.
It's the place where I was born. Taught things I need to learn. But there's more. There's so much more than this. If I'm ever far away, and wherever I may be, I close my eyes and I see the mountains, and the mountains, they see me. The mountains, they see me.
Oh, I like that. That's beautiful.
Thank you. I'm glad you like it. We hope that the audience liked it, and we'll be back once again.
Mountain Fun Life is your one-stop headquarters for Smokies baseball. The 2019 season is coming to a close, so don't miss a pitch and catch the Smokies at America's friendliest ballpark. Make your plans to join us, and you just might end up on Mountain Fun Life. It's Smokies baseball and Mountain Fun Life, keeping you entertained and aware all year long. Book your 9-inning vacation at SmokiesBaseball.com.
You're watching Morning in the Mountains on Mountain Fun Life. I'm Brad Lovett with
Kira Cup.
And
Robert Omby.
And the weekend is indeed here, and we're going to have a good time. Weekends are always special right here in the Smoky Mountains. And one place you can visit is someplace that was named number nine of the list of the best amusement parks, not only in the country, but in the world. And that's the Island in Pigeon Forge. It's been named one of the best amusement parks by TripAdvisor, and TripAdvisor is who would know. The island comes in number 9 on the list, just above SeaWorld in Orlando and a place called Europa Park in Rust, Germany. Now, Dollywood's on the list too. They're not far behind at number 13. And some of the parks in Florida dominate that whole list. Something to do with mouse ears. I'm not sure where that place is. But anyway, Dollywood's more fun, and everything's more fun. But
did you say that's number 9 in the world?
In the world, yes.
Oh, that's to celebrate the entire world amusement. Okay, that is great.
That is a worldwide list. So that's one place to go when you're in the Smoky Mountains. And also just so many other places to visit. Now, Splash Country, we're down to the last few weekends of Splash Country because they will close Labor Day. So you want to get there. Now, on the weekend, you can rent a cabana and see a band on Saturday night.
Ooh, yeah, they have a band that plays in front of the wave pool. So while you're, splishing and splashing and all that, you get to hear them perform, and that's a really cool experience.
That it definitely is, and bands all over town. You'll find local music, Old Smoky Moonshine locations in Pigeon Forge and Gatlinburg. Also, The Shed over in Maryville. That's part of Smoky Mountain Harley Davidson, and of course Tennessee Theater, Bijou in Knoxville, and just so many places to visit, large and small, and even musicians on the street playing guitars in various places. Market Square is good for that as well in Knoxville, and even around here as well. Now, you'll never know what you're going to find on the cameras in Great Smoky Mountains National Park, and one of the wildlife cameras captured an armadillo. Now, a wildlife biologist told our local TV station that it's the first documented live armadillo inside the park. Now, those armadillos originate in South America, and it's a 9-banded armadillo that has made it to the Smokies all the way. It walked, and it was looking for the Appalachian Trail.
He was looking for the Appalachian Trail.
But did he find it?
Yeah, I don't think he found it.
He got way off the trail.
He wound up getting photographed. His burrow, and it looked like he had a burrow already in the ground. He'd settled down. Either that or he loved the Smoky Mountains so much he didn't want to continue on his journey. He just wanted to settle down here, like a lot of people do that like the Smoky Mountains.
He liked the view.
He likes the view, of course.
And we have a lot going on in the Smoky Mountains, and we have found a way for you to get tickets without any of the hassles.
That's right. Here at Mountain Fun Life, we have the best deals. Give us a call at 865-978-1152. That's 865-978-1152. Our friendly operators are standing by, and there's no hassle and no timeshare. You just get great deals on your tickets.
And we'll help you find those places that you'd like to go and help you plan that so you make the most of your time. And most of us have a little bit of time here if we don't live here in the Smoky Mountains. So want to make sure that we help you make the best of your time here. Now, big weekends planned?
Yes, I'm going to be spending a lot of time with my family and my cousin's new baby.
Well, I'm probably going to relax at home with a good fresh cup of coffee and watch Mountain Fun Live.
All right, well, and we do have a lot of archives that you can see. We've been here since June 24th, so you can catch up. If it happens to rain this weekend, you know, it's always time to catch up on Mountain Fun Life, or if you don't live here and you miss the Smoky Mountains, we have plenty here, plus some of their cooking shows too, so find out some of our top recipes in the Smoky Mountains on our cooking show. And that's a report for right now on a Friday, and for
Kira Cup
and
Robert Elby.
I'm Brad Lovett, and this is Morning in the Mountains on Mountain Fun Life.
How do we turn moments into memories? Those moments where the right people are right beside you. And the anticipation of reaching the top makes you feel like a kid again. Where the only arguments are who goes first. And trying something new never gets old. Visit us at Anakeesta, where there's magic in the mountains.
Good morning, and thank you for watching Morning in the Mountains. The channel is Mountain Fun Life, and I'm Frank Murphy. I get to talk to so many of my great friends who are performers in and around the Smoky Mountains, including my good friend Dre Hilton, who loves to perform and really shines in the Soul of Motown show at the Grand Majestic Theater. Yes, I got a quick question for you, Dre. Everyone else in the act, do they get jealous of the way that your smile radiates and kind of just draws all the attention?
No, you know what, man? You know what?
I'm teasing you right off the bat because we're buddies.
You know what, man? Everybody has their own specific role that they play, so we all support each other. So yeah. There's never any kind of jealousy because everybody shines.
That's true.
You know,
That's true.
Like in their own way.
It is complete teamwork. You can tell that by watching the show and the way the show is choreographed and the way everybody has their moment throughout the course of it. Nobody is left out.
Yes,
and of course, that is a fantastic show at the Grand Majestic Theater.
Yes, sir.
But not only are you a Pigeon Forge performer, you, thanks to the guys at Grand Majestic, are now a Vegas performer.
Yes.
You just got back.
Yes, I just got back yesterday. It was an amazing time, man. We had.
This is your second or third trip?
Third trip out there.
Come on, brother.
Third trip. And you know what, man? The people out there love us so much that, man, if there was a way that they could hold us hostage, man, we would never ever come back
to Pigeon Forge, so we all can, you know, we'll welcome them to Pigeon Forge.
Yes.
We love you here.
Yeah, definitely. But yeah, Vegas is amazing. Very, very fun town, and they need Motown there. So now we have two different crews here. So I'm back performing with this crew for a while. So
that's really cool.
We'll
so you'll see, when you go see Dre performing at the Grand Majestic Theater, you'll see Vegas seasoned performers. Really top-notch show.
Yes.
Now, of course, Dre, that's like your regular job.
Yeah.
You're also an entrepreneur.
Yes,
and I've seen you perform at the Festival on the 4th at World's Fair Park in Knoxville. You travel around and you have a show for kids.
Yes, I do. I've been doing children's music ever since 2014.
Yeah.
2014 was
coming up on 5 years there.
Yes. Yep. 5 years. And that's actually when I actually released my first children's music single and video called "Yes I Can."
So it's all uplifting.
Yes.
Music for young kids.
Yes.
So it's about empowerment, about education.
Yes.
That's why the schools invite you.
Exactly. I do great 45-minute like assemblies. I have an actual children's music and movement program, and it's actually titled Kids in Sync.
So movement is so important.
Yes.
Because we're getting kids to exercise instead of playing video games.
Yes, definitely. So it's all about doing something, for our kids, because people are not, our kids are so overlooked,
Oh, my goodness,
and
Well, not the way
this
you're
is
doing it.
something-
You're focusing on the family.
Exactly. And you know what? We have to get our kids, back into something besides video games, cell phones, and things. And they're also taking music out of the schools. We had choir or music class.
Yeah.
And
Maybe
they're
an
starting
instrument.
to get and they're starting to get away from that. If I didn't have music class when I was in school, I may not have been who
Because
I
you
am
grew up
today.
in the St. Louis area.
Yes.
I know that from seeing you wear your Cardinals
Yep,
hat.
all the time.
Occasionally,
yes. All the time, yes.
All right. The
Yes.
314.
314.
So you learned music at an early age.
Yes.
Thanks to a good upbringing, good schooling.
Yes.
And now you're continuing that because when I
Yes.
see you guys, especially in the Soul of Motown show, there's two shows there. You do both.
Yes, yep.
What's the other one?
Hit Parade.
Nice.
Yep, and the Soul of Motown. I used to be in the and another show there, but yeah, those are the two shows that I'm in.
And those kind of alternate. So Soul of Motown, obviously, I've seen you in that one.
Yes.
That's Four Tops. It's Temptations.
Yes.
It's everybody.
Gladys Knight,
it's
Smokey Robinson,
Supremes.
Yes.
Boom, boom, boom.
Yes.
With a cast of about.
We have 5 people. We have four gentlemen, and a very talented lady named Miss Shawn Stewart.
So she gets to pick up all the Diana Ross parts, I guess.
Yes,
Nice.
and Gladys Knight, Whitney Houston.
Yeah, that's
phenomenal
right.
singer, man.
So
Yes.
the other show, the Hit Parade show, is really just multiple genres. So get more rock in there, not just Motown.
Yeah. The old pop hits, like Let's Go to the Hop.
Oh my gosh, yeah.
Peppermint Twist. And we do this whole 60s section, Sugar.
All this is before you were born,
stuff.
though, which is so funny.
Exactly.
It's so funny for me to hear you say this.
Yeah. Yes, definitely.
Excellent.
Yes.
Well, you can easily find the Grand Majestic Theater. It's just on the Parkway in Pigeon Forge. I mean, I see your face when I'm driving to work here at Mountain Fun Life because it comes right up. It seems like every time I'm driving by, poof, there's Dre. That's why I said I got to get you over here.
Yes, man.
It's close to the Titanic, that kind of part of town, right?
Yes, sir. Yep. 2330 Parkway.
Is there a traffic light number I need to know?
I don't.
It's like a
believe
lower
so,
number,
but
like 1 or 2, maybe.
Something like
what
that.
was 23 what?
Yep, 2330 Parkway Drive.
Just look up Grand Majestic Theater on your Google Maps and look up Dre Hilton. When we want to get in touch with you to book you for school shows or family parties, how do we reach you?
Yes, yep. Shoot me a nice email at dre.hilton@gmail.com.
Super simple.
Yes.
Excellent. That's why I invited you to be here today, I believe.
Yes, definitely. I'm also very popular on social media, so you can put in Dre Hilton on Instagram, Dre Hilton on Facebook, Twitter.
Oh, I know. When you tag me on anything, my notifications blow up with all the Dre Hilton fans.
The Dre Hilton fans, I thank all of you. Yes.
Yeah, and you definitely want to visit the Soul of Motown show and visit afterward because Dre and the rest of the cast will come out to the gift shop and pose for pictures.
Yep, sign autographs, all of that.
All right, so when you're singing,
Yes.
I know there's so many Motown songs to choose from. It's going to be impossible to pick one.
Yes.
But what are some of the ones where you get to shine especially? When you just know that you really have hit a home run because you just sang either a Stevie Wonder song or a Temptation song or a Four Tops.
Man, there
I know
are
there's
so
too many.
many.
Give me
There
two.
are so many. I'll give you one. Listen, we actually do one that's not a Motown song
What is
that
it?
gets the party started, and that is Bruno Mars' Uptown Funk. We
All
do
right.
that. So we throw a nice curveball at them, but it gets the party started.
All right, well,
yes.
you definitely want to catch that. All right. Well, this is great. Thanks for getting up so early to
Yes.
join us on Morning in the Mountains.
Anytime, Frank.
Dre Hilton, my
Yes.
buddy, Soul of Motown. You're watching Morning in the Mountains. The channel is Mountain Fun Life. We'll be back with more coming up after this.
Kevin Sorbo from great shows like Hercules, The Legendary Journey, Andromeda, Xena, and great films like God's Not Dead, Let There Be Light, and many, many more. Kevin Sorbo at the Forge Cinema, Saturday, August 17th at 7 p.m. For more information, go online to imtv.us. You can find out the prices for VIP, general admission, autographs, selfies, and combos. Join Mountain Fun Life for your chance to meet Kevin Sorbo, Saturday, August 17th at 7 p.m. We hope to see you there.
This is Morning in the Mountains on Mountain Fun Life. I'm Frank Murphy, and it looks like I need a kick to get this segment started, and I got that. Here's Jim Johnson. Is he?
It is. It's time to talk about sports in the
All
Smoky
right.
Mountains. A
Here
lot
we
of
go.
things going on here in East Tennessee. You know, what's coming up really soon in just the next few weeks is Bristol is bringing it back. The left turn track
Right.
of the world.
So it's mostly,
fastest track.
I thought Bristol was NASCAR, but you're telling me that there's more to it. There's a drag race, or is that part of NASCAR?
Well, Bristol has a dragway track next to it. It's a quarter-mile track. It's awesome. I went last Father's Day, and it was incredible. And the drag races are going to be August 17th. So,
That's soon.
Yes.
All right.
Just a week or so away. It's not too far off.
Yeah,
10 days.
Right.
10 days away. But if you've not been to Bristol and you're in this area and you want to go see something exciting,
yeah,
NASCAR, awesome. Been quite a few times. You can get close to the track. You get hit with rubber. The cars are flying.
That's a
by
bad
like
plan.
100 miles.
I would go higher up personally.
Well, you have to walk down and walk next to the track while they're just
to get the feel.
Because the wind hit, it's amazing. I mean, it's one of those moments in life. If you haven't done it, you should put it on your bucket list to go to a Bristol race because it is amazing.
I sat pretty high up when I went because I was going with some people who that's where they always sit. Like, no, we'll just sit back up here. Trust us.
Well, it's nice. You get out.
But you want to also you could see the whole.
Yes,
thing.
You see the whole track.
Yeah.
But at some point in time when you go to a Bristol race, you got to walk down because you can walk right down next to the track. Of course, they got a big gate and a big wall, so you didn't even get smashed or anything. Yeah. But you stand next to those, and those cars are just flying by at like 90, 100 miles an hour.
Amazing.
And just, it's amazing. It's like being in a wind tunnel.
Yeah,
cool.
yeah.
And talking about races, why we have feet behind us.
Oh, they're not gonna go 90 miles an hour, but they're gonna do what?
They are going to run the 5K for the Kickin' Chicken 5K run and walk that's coming up. Now, the registration is this month, but the race is actually September 1st.
That's Labor Day weekend.
Labor Day weekend.
A lot of visitors to the Smokies for Labor Day weekend, so you can make your plans and join us and get some exercise at the Kickin' Chicken.
Yep, Comedy Barn's 6th annual Kickin' Chicken 5K run and walk.
Now, there's a chicken restaurant that is next to the Comedy Barn, and they're the same thing, right? That's why it's called that?
Could be.
I think it is. Sure. I was trying to look at the sign the other day when I was driving by, because it's really just across the street from our studios, and I couldn't see the sign for the chicken restaurant because for whatever, it was like an electronic sign, so I was in the wrong cycle. They were promoting something else.
Next 5 seconds.
Yeah. But I think that's it. I think the Kickin' Chicken is the restaurant next to the. It's definitely a chicken restaurant, and it's definitely next to the Comedy Barn, and it supports an awesome cause.
It does, and for the 100th person to cross the line, this is kind of unusual. Instead of the first person who crosses the line, the 100th person to cross the line gets $100.
Wow.
So,
see, I'm a lot more likely to win that prize.
I'm right there with you, my friend.
Right.
I think it'd take me probably 15
now,
minutes.
If you knew that you were 99th, would you slow down and try and let someone pass you?
I would.
How would you know? But how do you know? How do you know that you're in 99th place?
Can you imagine a bunch of cell phone people decide, run, you gotta hurry up.
Yeah.
$100. I mean, if it was $1,000 or 10,000 or something, but $100.
Yeah, it's like getting your registration fee back and then some.
I love that because, well, if you think about it, a lot of people run 5Ks. I mean, not everybody actually thinks they're going to win. They're just, it's one of those things that
you do it for the experience of it. You don't have no intention of winning. You're just trying to do your personal best. You're interested in what your time is going to be versus, your last race, not versus the guy next to you.
It's really one of those team moments. You do it to run for yourself to get through it. But a friend of mine ran one a couple weeks ago, and he was telling me that he wanted to quit after the first K.
Oh.
And there was this young lady beside him running, and she was back here, and he wanted to keep up with her. He says, I can't quit if she's quitting. If she don't quit, I can't quit.
Ah, so that was how he psyched himself out.
So he just kept running and running and running, and before he knew it, the 5K was over, and he finished. He was really excited.
Now I'm getting to the point where my friends are starting to win their age categories.
Yes.
It's when you're in 20s and 30s, it's really tough to win your age category in a 5K, but you get to a certain point, it gets a little easier.
Well, it's great when
the field thins out.
You get our age, I don't know how many people actually enter into the 5K race.
Look on your Facebook. I'll bet you one of your high school buddies just won his age category in a 5K.
Oh, I'm sure.
All right. Well, that's coming up. You can find out more by looking up the Comedy Barn online. And speaking of great places to do things, experience things, don't forget our Morning in the Mountains. We have the deals for you at Mountain Fun Life.
Can I get a deal? I want a deal.
Get a deal. Our Mountain Fun Life our Mountain Fun Life best deals are at 865-978-1152. Thanks a lot for watching. I'm Frank Murphy. That's Jim Johnson. We'll be back with more on Mountain Fun Life. You're watching Morning in the Mountains.
Mountain Fun Life is your one-stop headquarters for Smokies baseball. The 2019 season is coming to a close, so don't miss a pitch and catch the Smokies at America's friendliest ballpark. Make your plans to join us, and you just might end up on Mountain Fun Life. It's Smokies baseball and Mountain Fun Life, keeping you entertained and aware all year long. Book your 9-inning vacation at SmokiesBaseball.com.
That's our Friday report on Morning in the Mountains, and we hope you have a wonderful weekend in the Great Smoky Mountains. And for
Kira Cup
and
Robert Obie,
I'm Brad Lovett, and you're watching Mountain Fun Life.